What? You got snacks in there? You got little.
No, just whenever you're ready.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, welcome back to another high intensity revved up.
Hi! We reached over 100 followers on Facebook.
Oh my. Can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Gunpowder.
That scared the crap out of me. We did it. So listen, we're pretty much celebrities now because we got over 100 followers on Facebook. Whoa! Thank you, all of my friends' moms, for watching this. You're giving me such a strong sense of purpose in my life. Oh my God. Okay. Well,
I just thought, you've taught me one thing in life.
What?
And that is two things. You've taught me two things in life, actually.
Okay.
You've taught me two things. One, never be prepared.
Never be prepared. That's the truth. That is the God's honest truth.
Number two, celebrate the little wins.
You celebrate the little wins, man. You celebrate the milestones.
And so for me, I truthfully didn't know if we'd get any, subscribers. We've gotten quite a few, and we've gotten quite a few likes on Facebook, and then followers on Instagram, and followers on TikTok. So I just wanted to celebrate.
Yeah. Listen, like we said on our very first episode, this was just something that was like a brainchild of Peyton, and she brought me in, and we were just kind of just hanging out, and I don't think we ever expect anything to happen, but it's cool that people watch and that some people like it. So
you get a lot of good feedback.
Yeah, so we appreciate you guys, man. It's cool. It's cool to actually know that something that you do reaches other people. So with that being said, you don't have another one. You're gonna be like,
no, I'm just kidding. I purposely only grabbed one out of my thing, out of my pack of 10.
Okay.
Because I knew I would pop them all.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? One scare will give him enough.
Oh my God, that's terrifying. Okay. Well,
you want me to get you a...
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. All right. All right, perfect. So, now that all the festivities and the introductions are done, I'm Zennis.
I'm Peyton.
And this is The Worst That Can Happen, where every week we're on a journey to figure out the worst that could happen. That was probably that was the best thing that could happen. You watching at home are the best thing that can happen to us, and so we're really glad that you're with us for another little bit here. Peyton, what do we got today?
So, I was driving, the other day.
Okay. I'm so focused.
And I was like, why are you staring at me like that? But have you ever listening to a song and then you get so enraged or so excited with the song and then you just start speeding?
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, yes.
Okay, so there's this trend I saw on TikTok where it's list your 30 and a 90.
90.
90. 90.
What songs make you so horribly torn down?
You
beg for the end.
But you're 90 and a 30.
Yes.
And so, for example, I'll give you one of mine. I'm going to start with my number 5.
Ooh, actually, can you think of an honorable mention? Because I have an honorable mention.
I'll come back to the honorable mention.
Okay.
Oh, well, I guess. Okay, honorable mention, Nickelback.
Ooh, any Nickelback song?
Any Nickelback.
Man, that's some good divorced dad rock right there. It's pretty solid. You know what's crazy? I think we've all turned from Nickelback. I think it was cool to hate Nickelback, and now I think they're just man, it's just Nickelback. It's just Nickelback. That's just the brand. Who cares?
I just once a lover, always a secret lover.
Wow, is it? Listen, they have that song. Oh, what's that one?
Look at this graph.
No, I hate that song. No.
Don't look at this grave.
Look at this graph. Yeah. No. What's the one? These prison walls don't open up for me. Oh my gosh, bro, that used to be my. What is it? Saving me, saving
that's
it
not
for saving me. I know what that is.
Is it?
These prison walls can't open up for me. My hands. I know that song.
I'm so sorry.
All I need is you. All.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well, and funny
No,
story.
I'm falling.
Yeah, but
I'm falling.
yeah, but that's the bridge. Tell me what it's like to be the last one standing. Teach me wrong.
I thought it's falling.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I'm really exposing myself right now. You're leaving me open. Ironically enough, I learned that song because I can only listen to Kids Bop.
Your window's open. They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Bop.
As a youth, because parents, and so I would learn that song. I was like, man, this is so cool, and them kids were freaking singing that.
What were they singing? What was their version?
No, it was pretty accurate because
Okay.
I don't think that there's too many cuss words in that one.
Oh, okay.
But no, the ones with the cuss words were always the best because they would be like worship and praise.
Worship and prayer makes Satan's power weak.
Okay, but
Yeah, we think of the same song. I was like, yeah, when they try to do that.
WAP,
Worship and praise.
worship and praise. Okay, but your honorable mention is Nickelback. That's a really good.
Mhm.
It's a really good honorable mention right there. My honorable mention, I had to say, this was hard
Mhm.
because
It is very hard.
because so much of my music is like designed for me to just but I have to say I had to go back to middle school and take it to one of my favorite bands of all time, Queens of the Stone Age, and I had to do the Song for the Dead, and it has like one of the most legendary like drum intros, and like just the whole intro entirely just makes you feel like you want to drive just like you're in like one of those movies and you're like driving from the cops and you're like that's what that song is to me, and like it's so good. I freaking love it so much. And it just makes, and like every time I hear it, it literally makes me think of, have you ever seen Gone in 60 Seconds? I know you haven't. There's a Nicolas Cage movie. There's a Nicolas Cage movie about carjacks, he's like a car thief. And it's called Gone in 60 Seconds. And it's one of my dad and I's like favorite movies. And it makes me think of that song. Like it makes me think of that. But yes, so that was my honorable mention. I almost had like 18 honorable mentions, but I was like, okay, I gotta.
I knew you would. I was like,
Yeah, this is a really
five.
anytime we talk about music, anything, it's gonna be a horrendously difficult topic for me to just kind of stay quiet on. Okay, but that was my honorable mention. So why don't you open us up, your idea? Where do you go first?
Okay, hold on. Let me bring up my list again.
Yeah, rule number 1: I never be prepared.
Never.
Let's learn that one from the man himself.
Jesus.
Me.
Oh.
Me. You said Jesus.
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 Okay. So my number 5.
I'm ready. I'm so excited for this.
I need you to know, it's my list goes.
Is it all over the place?
It's all over the place.
Okay, mine's kind of all over the place too. Okay.
With the question mark, is it really?
Yeah, I think so.
So my number 1. Not number 1. My number 5 is Papa Roach. Last Resort.
Okay. Well, that's. I mean, of course.
Of course.
All right.
So as soon as I hear
You said that foot goes down.
it, it's over. I'm like,
that motor.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Bang.
all of a sudden I'm
Easy.
thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should go buy milk. This is my last resort.
Suffocation. No, dude. That's. But I feel like that song has been so closely associated with rage.
I guess so.
For a long time.
Now that you say that,
Yeah.
all of my songs may have to do with rage.
Oh, well, that's okay. Well, not going 95 into 30. If you're going 95 into 30, something's going on in your life, because that is excessive speeding. You're getting your license taken away. Yeah, and now you're cooked because you're a criminal. That's what that look was.
I have never.
You're a criminal.
said-
You're an absolute criminal.
Ask Larry about the time that I drove.
I don't want to
on
ask Larry. I'm
the
going to ask you. You criminal. All right. No. Well, what's that chorus? What is it? Losing my mind. Losing my. I messed it up. Losing my mind. Don't think that I can't give her my life. Losing myself. Losing my mind.
Have you heard the versions where they like slow it down?
Oh yeah.
And they're like,
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Losing my mind, losing myself. Didn't someone make like a slowed down like an actual?
and it sounds really good.
Oh
It like
man!
gives the song a whole new like meaning.
Listen, every time you do it.
There's my list. But yeah, I knew that was number.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, my number 5. Because living in the South, I just embrace all aspects of myself and my culture. So it's actually a Kentucky boy,
Okay.
Mr. Tyler Childers. With my love affair with Tyler Childers, but it's White House Road off of his album Purgatory, and it is like the most bebopping podunk. Like I grew up in a small town. It is amazing, and I love it. I love everything about it. It's so good. I mean, there's literally the second chorus where he literally goes, "Give me a sniff of that cocaine, because there's nothing better when the wind grows cold." Oh my goodness, I love that song so stinking freaking much. And I was listening to it on the way here because I was trying to finish this list because it took me like all day. And I literally listened to it like 3 times in a row.
Get me drinking that moonshine. Get me higher than the grocery bill. Take my troubles to the high wall.
This is a vibe. This is an absolute vibe. So yeah, that's gonna be my number 5. It's White House Road by Tyler Childers.
So my number 4
Mm-hmm.
is very controversial. Could get me canceled. My number 4.
Like Bad Boys for Life by P. Diddy. I'm like, no, what? Oh.
It's Arca. No.
It's Ignition by R. Kelly. I was like, that's not even like a high energy song.
It's Grow a Pair by Kesha. And I feel horrible picking that song during Pride.
A pair, you can call me back. And I think.
And now you're not just like that. When you grow up hair, you can call me back.
Something about tucking someone in at night, I think. All right.
But like, she goes, I don't date a dude with a badge. And I'm like,
Oh! Yeah, the gays love her. She's fine.
I can't really.
No, we're so cooked.
I don't know if I'm making
No, that's no. Oh, yeah.
So that one. So my number 4 could get me canceled, but I really love Grow a Pair.
No, that's a. Listen, I love Kesha in general. I think Kesha.
It was hard. I was gonna only pick one Kesha song.
Yeah. Did you pick more Kesha songs?
No, I had to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, listen, it's not.
Actually, I just wanted you to hear my Kesha.
It's really just.
all over.
Oh, is it really? Is it
all over.
all over my feetsies? Okay, but it's really just 5 Kesha songs back to back to back to back, and I will be providing musical examples. You like pull out your phone? No,
Get the ukulele.
no. I'll tell you what. Her new song.
Oh,
with
shut up.
T-Pain.
It's so good.
I sent it to you, and I was like, "This is an absolute
Mhm.
heater. This yippee-ki-yay. This is an absolute banger."
So good.
And no, it's amazing. It's absolutely. It's so fun, and it just sounds like a party. And you're just like, "Oh my gosh, I love it." Okay, so you had 4 at Kesha.
Yeah, number 4 is Kesha. Blow a pair. Grow a
You
pair.
say blow up. Man, you're attacking them on all fronts, aren't you?
Yes. Demonetized.
Oh well, to do that,
With
we have to be
the-
monetized.
Hey, on that note, monetize it.
You know, while we're ruining our early streaming careers, I think that doing it with a nice ice cold Sonic beverage is really the way to go. Do you have a thirst that you need to be quenched? Sonic. Live free, eat Sonic.
So yeah, my number 3.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say my number 4 first.
Oh, I thought you did.
Nope. That's crazy. That's
I
crazy.
wanted this podcast about me.
It's not about you. It's a team sport, and you're being really mean right now, and I'm gonna cry. Okay. Mine number 4 is Sked, Sked.
Okay.
Like I ain't never scared.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
know
Alright. By Denzel Curry, who is one of my perfect favorite music to break stuff to, and the Almighty Project Pat from 3 6 Mafia. And let me tell you something, nothing ever makes me want to sell drugs like this song. I mean, this is the kind of stuff you listen to right before you go teach a full day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I don't know. No, I'm letting them know. Let me tell you something. Your kids are awful. Okay? They are horrendous. All right? And sometimes you just need a little something to get the day going. All right? And I can't do drugs because I love my job. So I listen to violent music. And it really just conveys all the emotion I need to get through the day.
And I said what I said.
And this is just such a good song. It's just all up in your face, man. It's fantastic.
We've definitely pulled in the parking lot together, both listening to like.
It's like the different ranges of the spectrum. Like it's literally like Papa Roach and then like the most bass trapped out music you can.
Or it'll be opposite. You'll have.
Yes.
There's been times that you've pulled up, and I'm like, one of my songs that I'll say later, it's my number 1. You have definitely pulled beside me, and I have blasted this as I'm like. And you're like listening to Noah Khan.
No, and you're like, oh.
I'm like, oh, that's gonna do it.
No, my bad, my
Two
bad.
different kinds.
my bad.
Go
Oh.
home.
No, it's so good. But that was my number 4. It's just music I love. It's from the kind of rap I love, so it's awesome.
Nice.
All right. You're number 3. Number 3. 3.
Big number 3, my lord.
Number 3, my lord.
Those are gang signs. What do you do? I'm just kidding. You got so scared. All right, go.
You know I don't want to get canceled.
It's too late.
Nah. So, I had a really hard time. I went back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I was either gonna pick a Demi Lovato song, because I had to pick one of my white girl songs. So
Of
I
course,
was like,
of course.
it was either gonna be Demi Lovato or Ali and AJ.
Oh, ooh,
Mm.
oh.
So I went tried and true, tried.
Tried and true.
Sure.
Don't do that.
What is it?
Don't make me question myself.
I don't know.
It's tried and true, I think.
Okay. I went for my Harkefelt song.
Your Harkefelt?
Harkefeller? I went for the song that I felt.
What? Your Harkefelt?
What is the term? It's like my Harkefelt? My Harkefelt good.
Your
I went for my.
Find another word.
I went for the one that made me feel the most.
Okay. Heartfelt? Okay.
Harkefell.
All right, sure.
Harkefeller?
That's Rockefeller was a tycoon who like the Rockefeller Center in New York. He had like a ton of money.
The one that made me feel a Rockefeller. Rockefeller? Oh, Rockefeller. Oh.
Whatever. We know what you're talking about.
The one that made me feel. No, okay, so I had 2 white girl songs I could pick from. I had Demi Lovato,
Mm-hmm.
and my Demi Lovato song
Mhm.
was going to be Skyscraper. I know.
Oh my
so basic.
god! I haven't heard that song in forever. First of all, and then, okay, I have a Demi Lovato song, not on here, but I have one for you. But you go
But
first.
I decided, no, I need to go to my roots, my origin place.
You need to. I need to stay true to who I am.
So I picked Potential Breakup Song by Ali and AJ. But I went for their newer version where it actually says cuss words.
Oh wow, yeah. Listen, it's been a hard 20 years for those girls. Let me tell you what. Yeah.
You telling me?
You listen.
I needed you say the real words when I was 5.
You said it had been a hard 5 years. One of my
Hard living.
one of my favorite clips, because I know you're a Swiftie. One of my favorite clips is when she's on Jimmy Fallon and he's like doing like a cuss word count of her albums, and it goes up. And I forgot what album it was when she released it, but because the only reason I know is I saw a TikTok about this the other day, and it actually made me laugh. But like, he was like, there was like a jump in like one album to like one where she cussed a lot, and he was like, man, what happened? And she was like, it's been a hard 3 years.
Yeah.
Like it's been a hard go of it, Jimmy.
Literally.
Literally.
So yeah, so I went for a potential breakup song. Like I said, it's got to be the one where they're cussing, because nothing better than I live in the middle of nowhere, so I have to drive like back roads
Mm-hmm.
to go to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on the other day, where did I go? Details don't matter.
Sure.
But I'm driving home on the
Mhm.
back roads as I do.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody knows the speed limit is quote unquote 55, but if you aren't going at least 75, people are pissed off at you, except for the Amish.
Mhm.
And so I'm driving. I don't even want to talk about how fast I was going when that song was going.
No other one, it's just my stuff back. Till you get that, let me repeat that. I want my shit back.
Stuff. And I'm like, I've been very much so single for
Mm-hmm.
years, and like I have no potential breakup, but
Hey man,
still gets me.
there are some songs they will put you right back in that spot.
Oh yes, don't you worry.
You said they were coming. Let me tell you something. We were talking about Demi Lovato,
Hmm.
and I cannot not talk about Demi Lovato.
I know you love her.
I do love me some Demi Lovato, and I think that my favorite Demi Lovato song has got to be a song that I heard in Swoops, which is the college cafeteria where I went. That was our nickname for it. And every time you'd walk in, they'd have like TVs and stuff playing like different music videos. And the one Demi Lovato one they always played was "Cool for the Summer."
Don't tell your mother. Kiss one another. Die for each other.
Something. We're cool for the summer. Yeah, and that was, it was the craziest, most ear infectious thing. And I know, who cares? Like,
Right.
it's freaking Demi Lovato. But let me tell you something. I freaking love that song.
It
I
is really
love
good.
that song. So that was fabulous. Which number was that for you? 3.
Yeah.
So I'm on my 3. Okay. My number 3. Ironically enough, you said you had to pick your white girl.
Hmm.
I had to pick my white boy band.
Okay.
This is, again, I'm going back to middle school. If you couldn't tell, I've like mixed up.
Yeah. I like it.
This is going back to one of my great middle school loves that has just blossomed as an adult because now I like understand all of their music. This is the Deftones. This is Be Quiet and Drive. And it is like pinnacle if I'm like mentally not okay.
Yes.
And I just like get in the car and you're just my gosh. And it just makes you just want to go like 70 in the rain.
Yep.
Down at, oh
You're
my
like, I don't even care.
I don't even care anymore. And I love it. And they're just such a cool band, and I love them so much. And so yeah, that's just
That's
one.
like very screamo, very emo.
It's very and they're still popular like the same way because like what's old is new.
Yeah.
And like I'm telling you right now, and I didn't realize this until they had a concert in our area, and I was gonna go, but it was during a school week, and I'm old now, and I don't do things during school week. And a bunch of kids came back wearing Deftones merch. And I was like, this band has been literally out and making music for the better part of 30 years. And even their lead singer, Chino, literally was like, we have found a new wave of success.
Oh yeah.
And same thing with when we were in St. Louis. Same thing with
Mhm.
Pierce the Bell. Pierce the Bell was out when we were in school.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like they were like a new band back in the day, and like to see literally had a lesson with a kid,
Mhm.
and was like, yeah, like it was, and she was literally like, I went to see them in Nashville, and she was like, and you want to know what was crazy? All of their fans were young, and they were awful, and like the older fans were like super nice. I'm like, yeah, because we're all 30 now, dude.
Yeah.
We're all old. We're like, you're like, no, I'm not. Oh my God. You said I'm still young, but like, but I just love how like that kind of comes back around, and like that is a band that has literally like they were a powerhouse, they died off, and now they are just kind of like reaching again like the peak of their popularity. Holy cow! But yeah, so there we go. Deftones, Be Quiet and Drive Far Away is in parentheses.
I love that.
Yeah, I love it, dude.
I love how you went from like you've sandwiched a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
like middle school, current,
Mhm.
middle school again.
Yeah.
Excited to see
Yeah,
it.
we're about to go to high school here now.
You're like, let me tell you my life story. Actually,
You listen, you know, I'm one that believes that you can tell the heart through music. All right.
Well, I don't want you to feel my heart through my number two.
No, okay. Oh, God.
Personally, that's just me. Okay. So, my number two is really hard because like I already know my number one.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know what my number one is, I will be very shocked.
I have ideas.
But
okay.
I will also understand because there was a certain period of my life that I always tell you. There's a period of my life. There are people in my life that I constantly am like, man, bless you, because I'm just a different person, you know?
Yeah, oh, dude. My number two. Oh, I love this because my number two is kind of that same one. I love it. Okay.
So I had gone back and forth. Am I going to put XXX or Juice WRLD on this?
Okay.
And you know me.
I do.
I love me some Juice.
You love you some Juice, yeah.
I know he is like the... but
we don't have enough time to go into all that.
But I kept going. I still am going back and forth, but I'm gonna have to go Robbery because that one's probably the one that I'm like, you know what?
You said 11. Break the speaker. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So because like I said, I mean, I could think about me and my old Avalon. My Avalons smell like.
No, an Avalon to the fans at home, because you know we have some youngsters listening to this.
Little youngsters.
Some little babies, some little youngins.
I had a 1999. It was from the 1900s.
Okay, don't
car
do
from the 1900s.
All right.
Old, decrepit 1900 car.
Okay.
I wasn't from the 1900s.
I was going to say we were both born before 2000.
But okay, so it was I wish I could like insert a picture. If I can, then I'll insert it right here, but I don't know how to do that quite yet. But if I figured it out, it'll be right here.
Oh my God.
But it was like this goldish color.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way I could describe, I forget anything else. You just need to experience the smell. It was like, not only this car, there was three things in that car. There was a smell, a dip where my arm went, and a perfect spot where my foot went.
Of course. Of course.
So you could say, I mean, there was no questioning. Hey, how did she sit? No, we knew. Arm was here, foot was here, hand was out the window.
Mm-hmm.
This hand barely holding on the steering wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And it smelled like cigarettes mixed with pizza, mixed with alcohol, mixed with, I don't even know what else.
Oh.
The smell is still like burned into my head because I'm like, why did it
Mhm.
always smell like that?
Mhm.
Like, I don't know. And it had these leather seats that were just torn apart. And I tried to salvage them, but there was no salvaging ripped leather.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
That's crazy, man.
I my brother had bought me this radio because for a while I had to use this like big,
The cassette
The
cassette
cassette
adapter. Yeah.
and you like had the aux cord.
Yeah.
for the-
Yeah.
So
Oh man.
my brother took that out and gave me like a real one, a real like Bluetooth
Mhm.
Radio, and so I was able to finally Bluetooth it, and I felt so cool. And then I don't know what I did, messed with the Bluetooth, so then I had to go back to the aux cord,
Yeah.
and I would aux that thing. I was so loud, like,
Mhm.
and there was I had blown the speaker on my front door. And then, so the only speaker that still was working at one point was the speaker on my passenger
That's so
side,
funny. Yeah.
specifically because of Juice WRLD.
Yeah. Man, listen. Let me tell you something. You never get over your car. You know what I mean? You never get over the who you were when you had that car.
She told me put my heart in a bag and nobody gets hurt.
A car holds memories, man.
Do you have a car like that?
Well, my number 2 actually plays into that. So
Oh, good transition, I see.
So when I was a young lad,
When I was
a young boy. No, listen, I couldn't put that on there. I'd be like the whole Black Parade. So when I was in high school, I was going through like this whole thing where like I was like too white for the black kids, too black for the white kids, a tale as old as time. And I like loved Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi was my dude. Well, Kid Cudi was also kind of soft, but I liked him because he would talk about like partying and like whatever, and like he would like wear clothes like I would wear. Like he wasn't out here wearing like chains and stuff, or like he would wear like plaids and Converse, and I was like, me, I wear plaid shirts and Converse. That's me. I want to be like that. Well, also Kid Cudi's like horrendously like messed up when we were in high school and
that's
stuff.
true.
He was like a druggie and all that kind of stuff. And you know, because he made like Day and Night, and, like Pursuit of Happiness. Pursuit of Happiness is one of like my
so good.
top 10 favorite songs of
still a
all
really
time.
good song.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, the next song I had was 2 rappers that they sampled it and turned it into Hands on the Wheel from Schoolboy Q and A$AP Rocky. And A$AP Rocky is one of my
A$AP
favorite.
Rocky. Yeah,
A$AP
yeah.
Rocky is one of my favorite rappers. And
The first time I ever heard him was when I was in high school. Yeah.
yeah, and that song is like they play the sample.
Roll it up, take it here, push it back, little bit. Roll it up, take it here, feel
All that stuff. And then Schoolboy Q comes in with the first line, and he goes, "Life for me is just weed and brews." And I'm like 15 years old. I'm like, "Wow, this is who."
Hold your toothbrush like you had smoked a blunt once.
Like literally. And it's like one of those things where you're like, where it's like everyone has a phase where they're like a tryhard. And
Girl,
like,
I felt like I lived that.
oh my god.
Way too.
It was awful. And like, you know, like you just felt like you were doing some stuff. And like that song always made me feel like I was like knee deep in a party, and I'm like
Yes.
stumbling, getting out, and like everyone's like, oh my god, I'm just like, dude, I don't know where I am right now. And I'm just like, what? And I'm like not doing any of that. I freaking was in orchestra, for Christ's sakes. Like I didn't do any of that.
I'm so glad.
No, but
It was like,
that song to this day, like it just makes me just laugh so much, and I love it. I
give you
love
that
it.
feeling though.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love when songs make you like give you that euphoric feeling.
Oh my gosh, it literally sounds like that is a song that literally just takes you somewhere else. Like me and one of my friends, like we joke about all the time how there are songs that make us feel like white girls in a club,
Mhm.
and like after like we've never been out in like a year, and they're like, oh my god, Sydney! Yeah, like there are certain songs like that. This is like one of those songs for me where it's just like, get away from me, like you guys don't get it.
You're just running in the rain.
Yeah, no, like, and you know, you're like, oh my god, like I'm so messed up, like I did too much. You're like, ah,
You're
yeah,
like, where am
yeah. And I'm like, what is wrong with you, bro?
And like,
yeah, yeah, and then you get like older, and you're like, dude, I was a freaking loser. Like, oh my god. Like, what was my problem?
Me.
What?
Always me.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
So I want to hear your number one.
my number one.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip. We're gonna.
Okay, we're gonna jump back to me. Okay, so my number one is like the ultimate like stink face. Like, ooh, it's Baby Keem. It is Vent by Baby Keem, and it's first of all, I think he's brilliant.
Oh.
And- that song, like, oh my gosh,
Mm.
oh my gosh, it is just
That,
like.
yeah, so, you know how I am with song titles. I'm so bad at song titles, but as soon as those, I'm like, oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm going 90.
Oh, dude, I'm telling
going
you.
102.
I mean, and you're like about to jump out of a car, like about to like jump into. You're like staring at people as you're like.
Like, yeah.
It's like our friend Chandler always.
Ah.
says. And he talks about like having like that urge to like fight somebody. He's like, God, I just wish someone would try me.
Yes,
And
always.
we're always like, and he's
Are
just
you
like,
okay?
he's like, I'm just ready. I'm just
boxing.
ready. I'm just ready to be tried. And that
Let
song,
him swing on me. Let him.
let him say, I'll give him the first hit for free, and then after that it's blood. And you're like, oh yeah, okay,
There's this new boxing club.
There's this new boxing club. All right, what is your number one?
I want to know what your guesses are. Because you have rode in the car with me while I've told you story. Again, might be unfair because you weren't there in this phase of my life. But let me set the scene for you, okay? Let me set the
Okay.
scene. Early 20s, late teens.
Okay.
Both my age and the years.
Okay.
Because they
Yeah.
correlate. I am living in a not good part of town.
Mm-hmm.
I am very toxic. And I'm fighting with everybody.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I literally know it. It's 'cause you've told me that before. Where you were talking about how like you like get your makeup ready with like your hoops. Okay, you're gonna have to tell me.
I bust the windows out your car.
So
Yes.
my number one is Bust Your Windows by Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh my gosh, Jasmine sold I pushed the windows out your car. Yeah.
The rage that still goes inside of me the moment I
That is such a good song. That is such a good song. You know, I think it's so interesting too, where like you find songs that like correlate between where you were in like a certain amount of time, and then just like a song that's like stamped
yes.
on like various kind of moments in your life, and that is so cool.
Yeah.
That is listen, man. You know you some Jasmine Sullivan.